Hi, I'm Stingy, and I'm back in the sandbox, and today I want to show you this automatic chicken farm. There it is. Now, I want to begin by saying that this is not a chicken grinder, and it's not trying to be. There are some fantastic designs out there of machines that are designed to automatically produce cooked meat and feathers for you. This, on the other hand, is designed to be an experience farm. So it's going to take anything that falls into the water here, bring it through a trough underneath to the bottom of this item elevator, which is going to bring it up into this chest. And from the chest, only the eggs are going to get sorted out and dispensed back into the pool. So your chicken population will grow exponentially, and when it reaches a high enough amount, you can come in and get to swinging. There are a couple different redstone mechanisms at work here, so I'm going to do my best to explain them all to you and how and why they work. And on that note, let's get started. Okay, to start things off here, I got my basic design. This can be any size you want. This one feels a little small to me. The only stipulation is that you have to be able to drain it properly. I've got a trough on the bottom here leading out to the edge, and my walls here are 3 high. It's going to become 2 high with the water in here, and the chickens will still not be able to get out. So this is where I'll start. I'm going to bring my trough out 1 block further, and then I'm going with a hopper to the side. Oops. And that's going to feed into this item elevator. A stack of droppers coming up flush with the top, and that's going to feed into a double chest here, like so. Now from the bottom dropper here, I'm going to bring a clock out, so a comparator into a repeater set on 1 tick, into a block, and off the side here I'm going to take an output and feed it back into the side of the comparator. So now when I drop an item in here, it's going to flash on and off. The 1 tick is very important because I'm going to use torches in this design, and if it goes any faster than this, the torches will burn out and it won't work. So I'm going to put a block there, and from there up I'm doing a zigzag pattern, so I've already got that block. Then 1 here, like that. And there it is. Now on the insides of all these blocks, I'm putting torches on the face. And around to this side. 1 there, 1 there, and 1 hiding down here. I'm going to bring this wall around to keep the water in. And at this point I can test this out. I'm going to throw some chicken in here. And we can see it's coming into the chest, so this is working properly. Alright, the next step is the item filter. Now an item filter, if you haven't seen one, is made like this. This is going to be my input, that's the output. The top hopper is going to be stagnant. What I mean by that is that it's pointing somewhere that it can't go. So it can suck items out of this chest, but it can't push them anywhere. The bottom's going to suck out of it and push into the bottom chest. Just like that. Then from there, I'm going to be making a design like this. So it's a plus sign with an extra 1 on the top corner here. That's going to be where my comparator sits. Then I'm coming with 2 lines of redstone out of that. That's very important. A repeater underneath here. And a torch underneath this hopper. Now what's going to happen is I'm going to seed this. Now you can see at this point I've got 1 line of redstone lit up here. When the second line lights up, it's going to feed through the repeater into the torch and unlock this hopper. What that means is that if I drop 1 more egg in here, it's going to be able to suck it out. So I can throw eggs in. I can throw eggs in the top chest and they'll feed through, but if I throw something else in there, it's not going to be able to enter this hopper, and so it's not going to be able to get through. Alright, so that's the premise we're working with. I'm going to have to edit this design a little bit to make it fit into here, but the idea is the same. So, the hopper on top. The next one's going on below it, and it's going to feed into a dropper facing in here, which is going to feed into a dispenser. I'm going to knock out this block. I'm going to put a piece of redstone here, and that is getting powered by the torch underneath. You can't really see it, it's in there. And so whenever the clock is running, these will run as well. Now, out of this here, I'm going to just flatten out my design. Redstone comparator into 2 lines. On the second line, I'm going to come with a torch first. Then beneath that, a repeater. That's so that my signal line doesn't contaminate with this one up here. Into a redstone line. Now, why have I done this instead of putting a torch underneath the hopper? Well, if I put a torch down here, you hear that click? That's one of these guys going off. So it's now locked as long as this torch is on, and I've broken my item elevator. So that's why we do it that way. I'll just put this back. And at this point, this should be functional. Let me drop some more. Let me just seed this and see what it does. So it's going to be feeding them into there. Yeah, we're good there. Let me drop some items in the bottom here and see what this does. Alright, we got eggs happening. At this point I can add my water. Water is important because it keeps the chickens in here. Let me drop some more stuff in here. You see it's coming out the bottom, it's dropping into the hopper, and it's on its merry way up the elevator. The eggs come back out, and everything else stays in the chest. And that's about it. If you like this design, be sure to give me a like and subscribe. And if you use this design somewhere, please send me a video or a quick screenshot. I would love to hear about it. I'm going to be making another one of these soon with a very similar idea, but it's going to be using this minecart system, so stay tuned for that. That's about it for today. Thanks for watching.